Hello, the one and only Xylophone here with another ARK Survival Evolved Dossier, and we are looking at the Pachyrhinosaurus. Now, before we begin, I must note, I'm pretty sure that 6 out of 7 days of the past week, I've posted a Dossier video, because between ARK releasing new ones, and there being so many good community ones made, there's been a lot to do, and recently, in the latest community crunch, I think there's been another 6 unofficial ones posted that I want to go over, so I'm going to do something a little different today, which is set a like goal for the Dossier. So if you guys get this video to 50 likes, I'll have another Dossier coming out the next day. And if it's an unofficial one, or if they drop another one, you know, that'll decide that. But a new one will come out every day if you guys continuously hit 50 likes on these videos. But anyway, let's get into this one, because we have the Pachyrhinosaurus in front of us. Now, I'll admit, when I was younger, I didn't really ever hear of this one. I had to do a little bit of research on my own, and it was interesting to me, because Pachyrhinosaurus kind of sounds like Pachycephalosaurus, and that's because Pachyrhino means thick-nosed, and Pachycephalo means thick-headed. So that's why they're similar. They both have some thick skull bone structures. So that definitely helps them in their defensive tactics and stuff like this. But ARK actually took this guy a step further. So we'll go into that in a minute. But I did realize this guy was from some recent cartoon dinosaur movie. I don't remember the title of the movie, but I saw it on TV. It was alright. It was alright. But anyway, in the wild, Pachyrhinosaurus midosauria is a medium-sized herbivore found almost everywhere but the island's mountains. It's generally calm and ignores all other nearby creatures unless attacked, at which point it usually tries to flee. Okay, that makes sense. It's probably not going to be the biggest creature. On the left here we can see its size compared to a Triceratops, which, you know, shows that it's not as big as a Triceratops, but it's still not small by any means. Anyway, on the bottom here it says, one of the island's varied creatures, Pachyrhinosaurus may possess the most unique survival skills. When threatened, its massive nasal boss releases a chemical into the air that calms other nearby creatures, making them less likely to attack it. Affected creatures are sometimes hungry enough to ignore the effect, and humans seem immune to it. Conversely, it can seemingly invert the phenomenon at will and induce creatures to become more aggressive towards it. What? This is a very interesting turn of events. So this thing can release a gas that calms predators around you. Very interesting. I would not have called them making this kind of addition to the game, just because it seems so far off, and a creature like this I wouldn't normally think would have that kind of ability. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to assume that it could not do that, and there was probably very little signs of it being able to do that in history or in paleontology, any of that. But it's pretty cool, especially since when domesticated, this guy is going to be a pretty low level to tame, and it's going to be a really easy early game way to get away from predators. It says here, Pachyrhinosaurus is an excellent starting mount for anyone new to taming. It's fairly easy to train, it can carry enough to be a simple pack animal, and is not as deadly as some of the larger herbivores. Additionally, Pachyrhinosaurus can release its unique chemical on command to protect itself and its rider from nearby predators, or draw attention if desired, making it a potential lifesaver in a pinch. Alright, so yeah, this guy's going to be amazing for early game, possibly the best early game tame. Now, of course, they have been adding a few more early game things, just because when you walk around the game and you get killed by a raptor or a T-Rex, I can assume that would make you a little unhappy. You know, obviously you can start at like the East Zone 2 or whatever, that's where I am, and it's pretty safe. But yeah, anyway, I think this guy is going to be really cool. Now, as for the gas to calm everything around you, obviously that's going to be amazing for early game or anytime you're riding around on this guy. As for the gas that makes him attack you, I guess it can be useful for taming. What you gotta do is put some tanky points, get some of that health into your Pachyrhinosaurus, and then you can go after a raptor. Now, you can use that to make it attack the Pachyrhinosaur while you hop out with your, assumedly at that point, leather armor, and go try to knock out the raptor without much difficulty. Now, I guess that's where this would be handy, be useful. Otherwise, I can't really think of much else, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know everything you think about this guy. And leave a like so we can get those daily dossiers keep coming out. And I guess that's everything I have to say about this guy. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.